Hello friends, in this video I am taking the topic of class 10 electricity. So we have to discuss about the different terms related in the chapter electricity. Starting from first term, what is electric current? Electric current is defined as the charge flowing through any section of the conductor in 1 second. That is, I is the symbol used for electric current is equal to Q. Q is the symbol used for electric charge divided by T, that is time. So if that is electric current is defined as the rate of flow of charge. Now different types of currents are there as shown in the graph A. The graph A line that represent the steady current, that means direct current also known as it is, so which does not change with time. So it is a steady means constant current. And the graph B and C here, that in which the magnitude of I that is changing, so it is V and C graph that represent the varying current whose magnitude varies with the time. Third, there is another graph D, you can see here D graph, in which magnitude of current is changing continuously but also direction changes periodically, and this type of current is called alternating current. So these are three different types of currents. Next, what is the SI unit of electric charge is the coulomb, and the SI unit of time is the second. So using the formula we can write the SI unit of electric current is coulomb per second or coulomb per second, and in SI system the coulomb per second is taken as ampere. So 1 ampere that is equal to coulomb per second, and the ampere unit is taken in the name after the French scientist Andre Marie Ampere. So therefore it means the SI unit of electric current is ampere, that is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Now some points you must note. Charge on a body is due to the loss or gain of electrons. So Q, if there is a Q is the charge on a given body, that is equal to always the formula is N into E, where N is the number of electrons and E is the electronic charge. So Q is always equal to N into E. So and charge of one electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. That is the E value. So 1 coulomb is equal to the charge of 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons. And 1 coulomb in fact is a very high charge. So it means that consisting of this much electrons. Therefore charge is expressed in small units like millicoulomb, MC or microcoulomb. And 1 milli means 10 raised to power minus 3 coulomb, and microcoulomb means 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb. Similarly, the current is expressed in small numbers, small units, that is milliampere or microampere. Then conventional current. Conventional current is taken as the current flowing in the the current whose direction is along the direction of the motion of positive charge under the action of electric field. So it means that current direction is taken along the direction of in which the positive charge will be moving. And conventional current due to motion of electron is in the direction opposite to the motion of electrons. It means in the direction of flow of positive charge, or we can say in the direction opposite to the flow of electrons. If electrons are moving in this direction, the current, conventional current is taken opposite. That means in the direction of flow of positive charge. So in the any electric circuit we are using this conventional current to show the direction of current. Now what is electric circuit? A continuous and closed path of an electric current is called an electric circuit. Electric circuit consists of a cell or a battery, a switch or a key, or a load, or we can say a resistance. Load means either a bulb or any equipments or appliance used. So an emitter we are also using in the electric circuit, that is used to measure the electric current, and is always connected in series with in an electric circuit. A voltmeter that is used to measure potential or voltage, simply we called, is always connected in parallel across the load. We use the term shunt also. And here you can see a simple electric circuit consisting of a battery and a cell, battery or cell or bulb and a switch or key. That is a very simple circuit. And we can also make the circuit using with the help of ammeter and voltmeter also we can connect it. So when key is on, you can see the bulb is glown. It is a simple circuit. Now also we can connect the ammeter or voltmeter. Ammeter is always connected in series and voltmeter is always connected in parallel to the circuit. So ammeter is connected in series to the circuit and voltmeter is connected in parallel to the circuit. So an electric circuit with ammeter and voltmeter, both are simple circuits. Okay, these are example of electric circuits. Next, what is electric potential? Electric potential is a physical quantity which determines the flow of charge from one body to another. It is physical quantity that determines the degree of electrification of body. That means, in simple way, electric potential at a point in the electric field is defined as the amount of work done in moving a unit positive charge without acceleration from infinity to that point against the electrostatic force irrespective of path followed. So it is, the simple formula is V is a symbol used for electric potential, W is the amount of work done per unit charge. Simply we called it as a work done per unit charge in moving the charge from infinity, means very far away from the given point and to that particular point. So work done per unit charge. The SI unit of electric potential is volt, and 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per coulomb or Newton meter per coulomb. The joule, this volt is the name given as unit of electric potential in the named after Alessandro Volt, that is an Italian physician. Now electric potential at a point is 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving a charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to that point in the electric field. So that is the definition of 1 volt that will be asked in 1 verse. Now next is, what is electric potential difference? Electric potential difference between any 2 points in electric field is defined as work done in moving without any acceleration a unit positive charge from one point to another against the electrostatic force irrespective of the path followed. So VB minus VA means the potential difference between the 2 points, that is delta V also we can write, is equal to work done in moving the charge from one point to another per unit charge, that is Q. Electric potential and potential difference both are scalar quantities. These points to be noted, both are scalar quantities. Electric potential at infinity is 0, means very far away from the charge there is no potential. Then electric potential near a isolated positive charge is positive and isolated negative charge is negative. The potential of positive charge is positive and negative charge is negative potential. CGS unit of electric potential is stat volt, as 1 stat volt is 1 arc per stat coulomb. Stat coulomb is the CGS unit of electric charge. Now these are some symbols used in the electric circuits, circuit diagrams. Electric cell, we use this symbol, simple one positive electrode, other is negative electrode. Battery is made up of more than one cells in series or parallel. Plug keys we can use, it is open circuit, open key, then closed circuit we use the dot. Wire joint we use in this side. The wire crossing without joints, this symbol. The electric bulb you can use this symbol or you can draw the bulb. Resistor, this symbol we have to discuss later on also. Variable resistors, and that's also called rheostat. The symbol for ammeter and symbol for voltmeter. So ammeter we write circle in A and for voltmeter we write V. So these are some symbols we are using in the electric circuits. Then next is the important law, that is the Ohm's law in current electricity. Now electric current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the two ends of conductor when physical conditions such as temperature, mechanical strain remains constant. It means whenever current is flowing through a conductor, potential difference is applied by the battery, that is a source of current, and in that case, in that circuit, the current magnitude is directly proportional to the amount of potential difference. But under certain conditions, when the temperature and strain, mechanical strain remains, physical condition remains constant. That is, I is proportional to V, or simply we call it as V proportional to I, and V is equal to R into I. R is the proportionality constant here, And now in the diagram you can say here is the electric field setup, and that is a simple. I is the current, so V is the potential difference created to across the two ends, so V is equal to R into I, where R is the resistance. Okay, see here in this also, this is the circuit diagram, very important for the Ohm's law experiment. Here there is a battery is connected with one way key, rheostat, ammeter, and resistance. Across the resistance parallel be connected the voltmeter. So when key is pressed, the current starts I flowing through the circuit, and V is the potential difference measured by the voltmeter, I is the current measured by the ammeter. So in whenever these values are measured, we can draw the graph between V and I, and this graph is always a straight line, and straight line graph indicate that V is directly proportional to I. So that graph is always a linear graph. So in class 10 this is statement is important, and this circuit diagram is important, and this graph is also important. So later on we have to discuss in the next video. I am discussing about what is resistance and what are the different factors of resistance. So please like and share my video, YouTube channel, and subscribe it. Thank you.